program in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Where are we starting?
With number 5.
He had said stop. We was in the middle of
Okay, you ready? Am I welcoming people back?
No, you can just start with number 5.
Okay. Countdown.
5,
Set
4,
face.
3, 2.
Okay, so what's the silliest reason you've ever gotten into a fight with someone about?
That's a good question.
For me, I can honestly say it's silly because when I ask someone, when someone asks me to do something, I'm so committed to doing it that when you question whether or not I've done it, it sends fire through me, especially when I have a history of following through.
That's not a silly reason. That's a valid reason.
It's silly though. It's silly because some people don't know that they're crossing that line. And I know that. I know that some people don't know.
Oh, they don't. Yeah, they don't know that's your pet peeve.
They don't get it. And so I feel so silly because, I go from 0 to 500.
But you know what's interesting about that? I think the flip side to that coin is some people just, like you say you're committed to doing it, and when you say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I think people they get used to being let down. So they feel like I have to check. So it's like one of those things where you have to kind of see their side as well. I could be a person that constantly asks people to do things and I'm let down. So when I ask you, yes, you have a track history of doing it, but I still need to make sure because I've been let down so many times.
So you have a history of not trusting people.
Do I?
No, I'm saying that's the person.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
I'm saying that's the person that would ask me that.
True,
that person
true.
has a history of not trusting people. Okay. Yeah. So, But
or just a need to be certain.
Okay.
That's, I think, not even so much not trusting, but just a need to be certain.
Okay. No, I get it. And that's why when, Riley says, it's not silly, but then at the same time, I get why she said that. But it's a silly argument to have. But again, I have to recognize that people don't understand it. They just don't get it. So, what about you?
So I was thinking, and it's funny because my good friend and I were talking about this recently. So we're good friends, and we're like, we've only had like 1 or 2 little spots in like maybe a 12-year span. But we both kind of forgot that it had happened. And it's the silliest thing in the world. We were traveling, we were coming back from, I don't even remember what country. We're in a foreign airport and the line is super long to go to check our bags. The line is super long. I look up and I see that they're about to open up a whole nother section. I'm pushing the cart. So I tell her, go get that line over there real quick. And then like she's doing everything except going to get in that line real quick. Yeah, because I already saw it's about to go down. So she's playing around, probably Snapchatting, doing everything except going to get in that line real quick. I look up, it's a whole new line of probably about 50, 60 people. Wow. And we're stuck in this line too. And I'm like, why did you go get in the line? So we're like going back and forth, literally about to go through blows. Like we're about to go to blows because now I'm mad because I told you. And then she hits me with the zip it.
Oh, wait a minute.
I hate things like that when people tell you zip it. I hate calm down.
Zip it.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Don't tell you how to feel,
now I'm like,
right?
I'm not one of your kids. It is zip it. Ma'am, we're about to not make it through to the next country. But we laughed about it, but it's the stupidest.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the stupidest thing ever.
But there were some valid points in there.
Yeah.
They're valid.
I think. I was just telling you about it I just thought about this in the dressing room. I got into an argument, well, not sort of an argument with my mother yesterday about my hair. It was the dumbest thing ever. And she was telling me, because I was blowing out my hair and I was just like, God, it just takes forever. It's so thick, it's so long, I get hot, and like, it just takes like dealing with it and all this stuff. And she's just like, well, be happy that you have some hair. Some people don't have hair, blah, 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 and stuff. And I was just like, I was like, but I got a closet full of fake hair that I can wear. And she was just like, well, if it fell out, you'd be attached. I said, I'm not attached to my hair the way you think that I am. And so we got into this whole argument. She said, yes, you would be. If your hair fell out, you would be pissed that it fell. I said, no, I wouldn't be pissed that I lost the hair. I'd be more concerned as to why it fell out. Like, am I sick or am I stressed out? Like, what's going on? But I'm not attached to it. I just put on a wig. And by the way, I barely wear my real hair as it is. And so we got into this whole argument because I was cut. I think I cut off like about 2 inches yesterday. So she was like, she was just like, well, you should just be happy. I'm just like, I'm not attached to it. I don't understand. And she kept trying to tell me how I would feel. I'm like, that's your projections.
Right.
You would feel that way if your hair fell out. I wouldn't care because I would just throw on a wig. I got tons of wigs anyway. And I never wear my hair anyway, so people think I'm bald anyway. So what's the point? And I said to her, I was like, girl, you don't, and I even said to her, I was like, girl, you don't, my mother, you don't even understand because I've had this for 38 years. It's not, she said, well, that's the thing because you had it for 38 years. If you lost it all of a sudden, then you were like, oh God. Well, I promise you.
Fine.
I'm like, I wanted to prove a point to her and just shave the whole thing off and be like, look, I don't care.
I'm fine.
Napoli ever after.
Exactly.
But I don't have that as my calling card because I don't think it's a thing to
That's
have
not
real
your
hair
thing.
these days.
That's not your
I don't think you get a prize, or your hairstylist, you don't get a prize for like having real hair because everybody wears fake hair and
Yeah,
it's
you don't get a prize for having
Yeah.
a butt.
No.
You don't
No,
get
they
a prize
never
for having
did.
a
so
little
what? Your hair is real and thick and whatever. No one ever sees it.
Well,
but I'm not attached to it.
There's a little sidebar. I know we have to go, keep going, but in California today, they passed a law that you can't, people with natural hair can't be discriminated against. They just passed that law today
Oh,
in
okay.
California.
It's not funny that they have to pass a law for that.
About hair.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Okay.
Sidebar. Sorry, ladies and
They'll
gentlemen.
still discriminate.
They
for
do that in New
Africans.
York.
Okay, it's not the reason, right?
It's
That's why I don't
totally
pay
not the
attention to
reason
stuff like
that
that.
we're
Go
doing
ahead.
So, what time of the day do you feel the most energetic, and what do you usually do in those moments?
Sadly, I feel more energetic at night because after work I usually fall asleep. I take a nap, and then once I wake up, I'm wired. So now I'm up watching Netflix. I'm up cooking, or I'm up just sitting around doing nothing. Like I'm just like, what do I need to do?
Are you not a morning person?
I'm not a morning person. Like
Okay.
yeah. I'm realizing that. But yeah, I feel
Realizing that.
I think I'm more energetic at night.
Then
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're night owl.
Yeah, I'm a night owl.
I'm a daytime. I think, well, I'll say like 30 minutes after I get up, I'm good. Because I want to sing. I want to, put on my music and do all these kind of
Strike
things.
me as, like, I wouldn't want to roommate with you on a trip. Like, because I want to get up when I want to get up.
Okay.
I get the feeling that you get up and
Everybody's
is
should be
up.
up.
Sing,
The
you gonna dance.
music.
Good morning, how are you? And I'm like, I don't want to talk until I'm ready
Not
to
yet.
talk.
That's
When
it.
I'm I don't want to roommate with you. on
And don't let it be
trip.
Sunday because
We could
then
be
I'm
sleep
going into
all
full
day.
on praise.
We'll be sleep all day. If we were roommates, we'd sleep all day.
I'm a morning person, so that's enough said with that. So you can go with me. We can
I'm a
try.
morning
right.
person.
It changes from
We'll meet y'all at dinner.
Yeah, it changes from me. Some days I wake up and I'm super energetic. Some days I'm more energetic at night and stay up till like 3 a.m. Some days I always wake up early, but I'm sometimes still laying there like, oh,
And
God.
then
Yeah,
we're
it's
talking
like-
and singing and dancing.
Yeah.
It's the morning time.
That's
but
a
some days I'm
whole
there with you.
whole musical.
But some days I'm there with you, and then other days my energy is around 3 in the afternoon, and those are the days that I'm just like, let's go to the gym.
Kick in.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going in your closet
But
to
see,
get a wig.
it
Come out and do
would
another.
it would change. Like
what I'm
now,
saying?
see, it would change it. Like if
I'm
I'm on
gonna get you while you
vacation, if I'm on vacation, yes, I'm gonna promote my body to be more energetic
At night.
in the morning,
all
but
day.
I'm not gonna put forth effort. Like I'm like, well, I'll catch y'all like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock when.
Yeah,
I know you're a morning person, and you know why? Because of your Facebook and your show,
Okay,
your live
when I'm
shows.
sick.
Yeah,
In the morning.
Yeah.
it's in the morning.
I'm a morning
That's why I
person. I
hardly
get
get
up
you.
early because I like to work out in the morning. I cannot work
Okay.
out anytime like past 10 a.m.
Oh, because you'll stay up.
No, I
late
just
at night?
Your
I will come
body.
up with every excuse.
Excuse,
Like once I get to work, like after work, I'm not gonna work out because then like somebody will call and say, "You want to go to happy hour? Yeah. You want to go to dinner? Yeah."
Yep.
Like any and everything will come up.
Right.
So I have to start my day off with my workout.
See,
And that's funny. I'm the
Wake up,
opposite because I do it in the
do
evening.
it. Oh, I can't.
I
Oh,
do it in the
can't
evening.
do it.
No, we ain't.
And then I'm not
Well,
gonna
there's lots
go
of
to
people that
sleep.
can't work out in the evening because they feel like they'll stay up.
I won't go
at
to
night.
sleep.
Oh, not me.
Well, the gym is empty, so I don't have to
the
worry.
best.
I don't have to worry about all the
Who's gonna see
smells.
me?
Like,
And my cute little outfit, right?
In the mornings. Oh, in the evening.
In the evening. Like
Okay.
I mostly go in the evening.
So then you can't take a pre-workout, because then you won't go to sleep.
Because I'm napping.
Well, but okay. So now we know when everyone has energy.
Yes.
We're gonna move on.
Okay.
Okay. What was the most awesome excuse you ever made to get out of something?
I'm going to tell you the best excuse you can ever use, and this is going to turn y'all off. You're going to think this is gross, but I'll try to say it in the nicest way possible.
Is this something that you've used?
Anybody can use. This
But
is
have you used it?
yes,
Okay, let me hear it.
and it could be true or not be true. This is the one thing you can always use as an excuse, and no one will question you. Because traffic, people are just like, you could have left earlier, and everybody lies and says traffic. The one thing you can use to say that you were late, that no one will ever question, one, because they don't want to hear the rest of the story, but also everyone's been there. I had diarrhea. No one else will question you.
I don't even want to say that.
But people will be like, enough said, because everyone's been there and they don't want to hear the rest of that story. I'm telling you.
I'm so vain. I ain't gonna tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
But guess what? It's the best excuse for anything because no one's going to think you're lying. Because nobody put themselves out there like that.
Oh my God. I'm not even, first of all, I'm too scary to think if I lied to you, tell you I got it, I'm going, all of a sudden I'm going to get it. And so I'm like, yeah, I ain't going to be running around like this. Okay, so no, I'm like, I get it. But
I'm telling you, it works.
I don't know. I can believe it works.
I can imagine.
The only thing
Right.
the only best excuse I always use, and I want to apologize to anybody that
offend?
That you've used
not
it with.
offend that I use this on. It's like when, like during the weekend, if somebody's having something, and I'll say, "Oh, I can't. I'll be out of town, for the weekend." But then that means I have to be off of social media for that weekend. Because God forbid I sit there.
That's how you went broke.
Like, that couch looks very familiar. That couch is like.
The question was, what was the best excuse, not the best lie?
Okay.
Well, technically, I'm out of town because Maryland,
Virginia, DC.
Maryland is out of
crazy.
town. All I got to do is cross the, state line.
She dropping mics. What do you spend way too much money on?
Shoes.
Okay.
Not a damn thing.
Going out to dinner. Going out to dinner for me, and I cook.
Food.
I think food. I'm not a. When I go out to dinner, that's somewhat. That I'm like, why?
Yeah,
I think I probably spend too much money on the grocery store. Like, yeah, because
But you
like
need it.
I know you need it, but I mean, I could go to a cheaper store.
Oh.
It's like people who shop at Whole Foods when you could have just went to Giant or to Walmart.
Oh, if you want dead groceries.
Dead groceries.
No, I know that's
If you want licked on ice cream.
It's dead groceries.
That's a different talk.
I probably overspend on.
You want that
No,
lick
no,
ice cream.
it's dead groceries. I would tell you, start paying attention to the expiration date.
Yes.
On stuff.
Oh yeah, I do that.
I don't buy produce at
When
Walmart,
you
but
go to like those cheaper grocery stores, their expiration dates are sooner.
But you know what? Also, I'm worried about that. I'm worried that they will change the sticker on there.
Don't you all let our producer come out here on this floor?
They in there licking ice cream.
Don't you have them come out here?
Okay.
Before we go.
I spend way too much money on my cable bill.
Okay.
I'm switching.
yes,
Okay.
and Uber.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened. Like you start off at $99, the next thing you know it's
Because you only got two
I don't
years.
have
And you watch 2 channels.
Yeah.
Yes.
You only have 2 years.
Cable is. I have to agree.
It's a racket.
But you would think cable would go down by now since there's so many streaming and so many people aren't getting cable, so it's supply and demand. They need to drop the price of cable.
No.
You know, if you complain, they'll drop your price.
For 2 months.
You
threaten to go.
For 2 months, and then they'll take it back up.
Yeah, they sure will.
For 2 months, and they'll take it back up.
And then you call back.
Twice.
They don't. They're like, we'll send you a box to pack up those boxes. I was like, I thought she was gonna offer me something
Nope.
better.
What is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever worn? Spandex for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. For me, when I used to sew, right? So I don't know if they have this here, but you used to get from the energy company like plastic that you put against your windows to insulate in the wintertime. So I took that and I decided to make myself a sweatsuit out of it. And
Such a creative.
I was like, yes. So I put on a little spandex outfit and I was going to the club because I was like, I have now my little clear sweatsuit. You start dancing, I never thought that it was going to fog up.
Like those shoes that
like,
fog up.
oh my
Condensation. You walking around squeaking.
I'm walking around with a sweatsuit on, literally.
So go with that. And really quickly, I've done that before. I had an outfit made, and it was like I had the lady who make the strippers outfits make me an outfit. It was like a jumpsuit, a cat suit. And I'm wearing it in a club. I'm like, oh, somebody's singing. Somebody's singing in this club. I'm dancing, I'm partying, I'm looking, somebody's singing. And I go to the bathroom. I'm like, that's you sing. Because those fabrics aren't meant for you to wear and do all that stuff.
You see the one with the shoes? What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is our show about the personality test, and you're finding a lot out about us, me, and the cast members tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back with more of the personality test on We Speak. Hold on.
Thanks for keeping your mouth shut. Thanks for minding your own business. Come on, show me the good ones. Thanks for not telling my girlfriend. Said that to me.
Hi.
Thanks for not telling anyone.
When you do nothing, you're helping him. But when you do something, you help her.
Thanks for telling the bartender.
Thanks for stopping him.
Thanks for telling HR.
Thanks for getting help.
Who will you help? Stop sexual harassment and violence when you see it.
I'm calling the police on you.
Black and Pink Barbecue. Are you tired of the racist bullshit that we experience as minorities in America? Well, friends, do I have a solution for you. White woman tears. Salty, organic, and proven to give us the lives we deserve. Squeezed fresh in our lab. We deprive our white women of kale, Starbucks, and yoga to ensure that you get the highest quality possible of white woman tears. Fresh.
I was just out trying to sell some shea butter, and this white woman called the cops on me, telling me I need a permit. So, I got my white woman tears, sprinkled it on her like holy water. The cops came and took her ass away.
Order your white woman tears today.
Side effects include occasional outbursts, passive-aggressive behavior, writing angry letters to corporate offices, and the desire to no longer season your food.
In one word, communities and schools is connection.
Relentless.
Hope.
Humbling.
Okay, cut. Let's try one where you seem like you're happy to be here.
Humbling.
Good enough.
Like the name says, I'm bringing the power of community into schools. My job is about building one-on-one relationships that help kids write their own story and shape their future.
And I'm a celebrity spokesperson, which is also a very important role.
Because some kids come to school with adult-sized problems, we do whatever it takes to help them show up for school, focus on learning, and see their own potential for success.
My mom was a single parent and struggled to make ends meet for her children. Communities and schools provided me with food bags every week to ensure I didn't go hungry.
Ooh! My personal chef makes this amazing gluten-free pasta which tastes like it's made out of nothing but gluten. He can come make that for you outside of my eating hours.
By being in schools full-time, we see the real reasons why kids don't show up to school and can help get to the root of the problem.
We keep a closet stocked with clothing for any child that needs a new pair of shoes or a warm jacket.
Ooh, I got this tracksuit, but it's made out of bees. Wore it to the Emmys last year underneath my tuxedo. It was real tight, right? Point is, it's lightly used. You guys can have that if you want.
Like we said, we help provide the essentials.
Look, I'm just saying the thing's worth like $30,000. And I heard once the winter hits and the bees dies, it'll be like 70 million. It's not true, I made it up. But I'm saying it's gonna be a lot of money.
We will make doctor's appointments for children and we'll even drive them.
Oh, like an assistant.
Yo, come on.
Well, you can use mine to grab your dry cleaning, but only if he's already out getting my dry cleaning. If you want a green juice or something, he can probably hook you up with something.
Cut.
What's up?
Okay. That's enough. Thanks so much. It's
All right.
not working out, so have a good one.
You fired me?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Nothing is more important than being there for a child.
Nothing.
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 Which is why we don't need a celebrity spokesperson. We need you.
Go to communitiesandschools.org to find out how you can help.
That question was about you and that text message. Shaina's thinking this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he had to reset it.
You
You think we come back from commercial and then for 2 seconds and then cut?
Okay.
Oh, my poor Alvin.
He said, go ahead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if this is We Speak, I'm Alvin King, and if you're just tuning in, this is our show about the personality test. So we're asking a boatload of questions and we're answering them in our way, the way we want. So, the way we want. What would be the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
Anything sexual.
What's in your box?
What's the number on your
Sir, what you got in that box?
Let me see. No, there's a lot of things. I can't say that on TV. Anything sexual.
I'll say anything that has like that dual meaning.
Anything sexual. Yeah. Okay.
We're not even creepy. Creepy would be you today coming into the dressing room, calling me by my whole name that you've never heard before in your life.
That's not creepy.
Oh,
That's
creepy.
psychic.
It creeped me the hell out. I told you, who's that? That was creepy for me. Passing a stranger in the dressing room.
I know, that's a little odd.
You're
I'm still
creepy. Okay.
Taken aback by that.
He's a medium.
It's not on Facebook somewhere.
No.
Oh,
you're weird.
Look.
I'm very specific about keeping that private.
You were getting ready. I was getting ready to say it.
Well, I won't tell anybody.
If any of you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Prostitution. I'm kidding.
I was like, she was selling that box.
Right. Mine would have definitely thought that that I said too much.
Okay. I was just about to.
I didn't know when to stop.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Diarrhea of the mouth. I didn't know when to stop because I believe for principle I will confront you. I will keep going for principle. So yeah, they
same
would
way.
say,
Same
he
thing.
talked too much. Let's go and bail him out, man.
Same thing. Because I just, for some reason, I just love to get the last word, and I just know I'm a spar with the police officer, and then he's gonna walk off and say something. I'm be like, well. And
You don't live in this country? Have you been looking at TV?
I mean,
Did you forget what color your skin is?
Right.
I'm still here.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that would probably be, if I'm lucky, what I get arrested for.
For me, my friends would say she got caught pissing in the street. Like they would definitely. I'm one of those people that if I start drinking champagne and I go
it's gotta come out.
it just comes up.
It's a girls' trip kind of.
And so you have to pull over and piss in the street.
I do pull over and piss in the street because this one time my girlfriend said, "You know, when you start drinking, you do crazy stuff. You don't really pay attention. And things sound like good ideas." So she's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. I was like, "Girl, you gotta look like I." She's like, "No, take that cup and pee in the cup." And I said, "No, I have to pee. That's not enough." She's like, "No, pee in it and then dump it out the window and then pee." I said, "So I'm supposed to start peeing? Stop." And then, it was her car.
Okay.
So I tried it.
Okay.
So I start, and in my mind, I stopped.
Meanwhile, back in the car.
Slow down. So she was going, and then it just splashes back in the window. And then I look down, and I realized I'm here in the seat. And I was just like, why would I even try it? But
oh my God!
Yeah, they would think that.
I was going to say it too, but I didn't get caught.
I'm going to say to all her fans, don't judge her.
Okay,
Don't
exactly.
judge her.
I mean, I do what my friends tell me.
I'm going to ask this question real quick because I know the producer wants me to ask this question because we're short on time. But if you could disinvent or uninvent one thing, what would it be?
The president.
He did that rapid fire.
Well, then that's
being a president or the current president.
The president. The one we have now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You would have made his mother have an abortion.
That is the show.
And what do you attribute the biggest success in your life to?
Living authentically.
I would say experiences.
Experiences?
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey?
Experiences.
Shaina?
I would just say having great, genuine relationships and friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going to say a strong foundation. A strong foundation.
All good.
Yeah, all good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for watching the show tonight. It's been a great show. Rashad, Riley, Shaina, Jeffrey, Alvin. We've all been on fire tonight, and hopefully you know a little bit more about us. But we have to go now. And I thank you for watching and ask that you join us again when next we speak. Have a great night.